Staff, next testifier.
Thank you, Chair. The next individual signed up to testify is Faith Chase, and if you could give me one moment to unmute her mic. Okay, Faith is now unmuted, so if she's able to unmute on her end, then she can begin her testimony.
Aloha. I timed myself. If I run out of time, I would ask any of my I'd ask my council members to ask me a question about DOT specifically. I'm in strong opposition to Bill 49, which seeks to prohibit overnight parking on Lehua Kona, Alamakani, Ohekani streets in Kahalui between the hours of 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. First, the bill summary does not clearly describe the 104 multi-island streets and highways numbered in the bill language. Perhaps because Councilmember Batangan is new, he is unaware of the history of the safe sleeping parking lot and the lawsuits in the state of Hawaii and Maui County. The mere introduction of this bill, deeply disappointing and morally indefensible given the current reality facing Maui's houseless and vehicle-dwelling residents. Maui County has failed to establish adequate safe sleeping parking programs, sanctioned overnight vehicle areas, or meaningful emergency alternatives for residents who have nowhere else to go. Yet instead of creating solutions, first, the county is attempting to further criminalize survival. This proposal is particularly alarming because Maui County and the mayor are already involved in active litigation regarding unlawful sweeps and the treatment of houseless individuals. Introducing additional enforcement-based measures while those legal challenges remain unresolved demonstrates a disturbing disregard for constitutional rights, due process, and human dignity. The county should be exercising caution and restraint, not expanding punitive policies that will also almost certainly expose taxpayers to further legal liability. You cannot ethically or legally eliminate places where people are surviving in their vehicles without first creating realistic, accessible, safe alternatives. The county has not done that. This bill will not serve houselessness. It will simply push vulnerable residents from one street to another, increasing instability, trauma, conflict with law enforcement, while making life even more dangerous for working families, kupuna disaster survivors, and individuals already struggling to survive Maui's severe housing crisis. If public safety is truly a concern, then the county should immediately prioritize establishing safe overnight parking programs with sanitation and security, creating designated safe sleeping areas for vehicle dwellers. We've talked about that. Expanding emergency shelter and transitional housing capacity, investing in outreach, mental health support, and housing first strategies, and developing lawful, humane policies, listen carefully, in consultation with impacted communities. Only after these systems exist should the council even contemplate additional parking restrictions that directly impact houseless residents. The county should be ashamed to advance punitive enforcement measures before creating compassionate and lawful alternatives. Maui residents deserve leadership rooted in humanity, legality, and practical solutions, not ordinances that continue to criminalize poverty while the county remains under scrutiny for its treatment of the houseless community. I've mentioned this before. The DOT has new roles that have not been fully distributed and learned by security officers. In short, anytime you want to make a change to a highway that is in the purview of the DOT, you must have a public hearing for Native Hawaiian individuals and organizations 60 days before any decision making. I saw Maui County staff at the Maui meetings, and I saw DOT personnel at the Oahu meetings. The dissemination of this information needs to be accelerated, and you, the council, should advise your administrative staff to find more information so you don't get put in this position again. I urge you to reject Bill 49.
Thank you. Members, clarifying questions? Thank you very much. Staff, further